Yeah, I spoke with them just a short time ago about the officers' concerns. Now, these officers say they do not want to work the Beyonce concert because they don't agree with her positions. And those concerts are typically considered secondary employment, which is voluntary. Now, though, they say they're being forced. It was these images seen by millions during the Super Bowl that ignited police across the country to protest, calling Beyonce's Black Panther-style performance and Black Lives Matter music video anti-police. And many Pittsburgh police officers say, as a result, they will not work her Heinz Field performance.
I'm not aware that there is a problem.
Pittsburgh Police Chief Cameron McClay says he knows nothing of the outrage, despite countless posts by officers on the FOP's website. One writes that Beyonce, quote, promotes hate against and murder of police officers, yet we still have officers that signed up to work her concert. You make me sick. Another post reads, quote, anyone who works this should be ashamed of themselves. I don't know how you look in the mirror.
You may disagree with somebody, you may disagree with what they're saying, but as a sworn officer, you have a sworn duty.
The mayor says police have a responsibility, but the FOP president says this is off-duty work, and if the department appoints officers to work the event, as they've been told will happen, they are violating their contract. Bob Schwartzweiler tells me if the city compels police officers to work secondary employment again, as he says they did for the marathon, it is a further demonstration that the city is managing its fiscal responsibility on the backs of its police officers.
So the forum for debating where the lines are in the collective bargaining agreement will be discussions that will occur not in the media but with President Schwartzweiler and myself.
But the officers that are being appointed, is it public or private funds they're being paid with?
Marcy, we're done with the interview, okay?
After that conversation, the chief did later come back and say that he will look into this. Now, the union president tells me if his officers are forced to work, he will be filing an unfair labor practice against the city of Pittsburgh. Reporting live downtown, Marcy Cipriani, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
All right, Marcy, thank you. Happening right now, fire destroys a home. Take a look at the damage from Sky 4's Action Cam right there. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Sheldon Ingram live at the scene in North Strabane Township, Washington County. And Sheldon, we're hearing the owners were out of town?
Well, the fire chief tells us that the couple is on his way home from Ohio, and you can't see anything from here, so we go right to the Sky 4 video, and basically this fire started around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. No one was home and no one was injured as far as firefighters are concerned, but they did have to string 2,000 feet of fire hose to get to the fire. Normally they have water sources anywhere from 500 to 700 feet, every 500 to 700 feet. However, this is a rural area and the house is on a private lane, so therefore the closest fire hydrant was 2,000 feet away. Again, no one was injured, but the house was destroyed, filled with antiques. Reporting live from Washington County, Sheldon Ingram, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
All right, we turn now to Pittsburgh's action weather, and hopefully you were able to enjoy the sunshine, the warm temperatures today, because rain is heading here for the weekend, and with it, a really big cool down.
Chief Meteorologist Mike Harvey joins us now. I'm starting to get the picture that Mother Nature does not care if it's Friday or Saturday or whatever day.
Yeah, the weekends don't seem to be working out for us, and that's going to be the case this weekend as well, especially on Saturday. We are going to have some rain showers that will be moving in, due to arrive really as we get into early tomorrow morning. Already beginning to see some of those clouds moving in our direction and down towards the southwest, moving through Kentucky into Ohio. You can see the rain that is moving in with low pressure, and that is going to continue to move right on up into western Pennsylvania as we head into tomorrow morning. Take a look at this as we head towards 6 a.m. You can see the showers and pockets of heavy rain already moving into Pittsburgh, and as we go through the day on Saturday, we will have scattered showers off and on through the day. And not only that, but temperatures very cool tomorrow. Likely will not get out of the 50s as we go through the day. We'll let you know what you can expect for the rest of the weekend. That's coming up here in just a few minutes.
All right, Mike. New tonight, right now, the jury in the Alan Wade trial is going home for the weekend. Another day of deliberations and still no verdict. Wade is accused of killing sisters Susan and Sarah Wolf in their East Liberty home back in 2014. The jury will be back at work Monday.
A construction worker is in custody after shots were fired near a school. Now, this all went down in Edgeworth, not far from Sewickley Academy. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Bob Mayo joining us now with why this man was allegedly shooting in the first place. Bob.
Andrew, at first, the call to police, a mistaken call to 911, said there was a man with a gun shooting on the Sewickley Academy campus. Now, that wasn't the case, but the campus is where he headed after the shooting before he then returned to the scene. No one was hurt.
So he seemed to have a little problem maybe with anger this morning.
Why do you start shooting? Police charge that Alan Smith Jr. of Oakdale let his weapons do his talking when this foreman for a subcontractor working at Sewickley Academy opened fire in a flash of anger. Not there, but in an Edgeworth parking lot 1 mile from the school. Smith was behind the wheel of this parked white van, about to drive his workers to the campus. Police say he was mad because his coworkers were fiddling with his passenger side mirror. Police say he got out his .40 caliber semi-automatic handgun that had a 3-inch bayonet on it, fired 3 shots, hitting that side mirror, also hitting the car of an electrician who was parked in the lot across the way. That electrician got a bullet hole in his red car, but neither he nor the van passengers the bullets whizzed by were hurt. Police say